Hi, this is Dr. Flanagan, Superintendent of Tyngsboro Public Schools. I'd like to welcome you to the second edition of Crossing the Bridge. Today our hosts, Corey O'Neill and Josh Kelly, will take you on an inside tour of Tyngsboro Elementary School and Miss Carlson's flexible seating class. Additionally, you'll hear about the Tyngsboro Middle School Student Council, and finally, Corey and Josh will tell you a little bit about the new media capabilities at Tyngsboro High School. We hope you enjoy this episode of Crossing the Bridge.
We are here today to meet the Tyngsboro Middle School Student Council.
This student-run organization creates initiatives for the whole middle school community. Let's go take a look. Hello, I'm here with Josh and Ian, students here at the middle school, and they are also involved in the student council. To someone who does not go to TMS, what is the mission and the goals you guys try and achieve as members of the student council?
Well, one of the main things we do is we run a lot of charities, trying to raise money, and we run some of the fun events in school.
Awesome.
We help the community and our school.
Awesome. What are some of the initiatives and events the student council have been working on this year or last year?
So now we're doing some t-shirt drive for our school to help us raise money, and then doing the boulder plunge to help the Special Olympics.
There is an event we do every year called the Duckathon, which is a duck pig, and we raise money for usually sometimes a different charity, but some sort of charity, sometimes for the school.
As a student-run organization, could you tell us a little bit about how the meetings operate?
Well, usually the advisors or teachers, they will give us some sort of planned agenda that they think we should do, and then we would end up getting roles and trying to work on different parts of the agenda.
And you guys said you had iPads, correct? So you type on that and you get your agenda and word of mouth throughout the school?
Yeah, but sometimes we'll be like typing up letters or flyers or something on the iPads, or sometimes laptops, depending on what we have in the room.
I am here today with the advisors of the Tyngsboro Middle School Student Council, Mr. Deschler and Ms. Leahy. As a student-run organization, could you tell us a little bit about where the roots and the idea to start this giving back organization started?
As far as I'm concerned, it's just something that I think that Tyngsboro kids just want to do generally. I'm not sure where it comes from. I think it's just something pretty much they're born with, that they want to get involved in the community, that they want to help make a difference for people in need, whether it's hurricanes, whether it's just as simple as Special Olympics, whatever it might be, that they genuinely want to. And I think that's awesome when Tyngsboro kids do that, because it's not the case everywhere.
And it's a student-led organization, correct? So they take the initiatives and they brainstorm the ideas?
Yeah, they bring all the ideas to us and we kind of just help facilitate whatever the thing might be.
Keep them on task.
Yeah, we just organize and they do all the work.
As advisors, what has been your proudest moment of the students, or a sense of leadership you've seen a student display?
So the past 2 years we've run an event called the Duckathon. It's been for the entire middle school. Basically the kids get to go outside and they pay to dunk their teachers and dunk tank. And then we have a bunch of other events set up throughout the entire field in the back as well. And we don't really do anything. The kids really take initiative and do the whole thing, so that's been really awesome to see. And the staff and the kids all have a great time.
I'm going to have to go with, is it Veterans Day or Memorial Day that we do? Veterans Day.
No, Veterans Day.
It's Veterans Day. for Veterans Day, we do the flags on the graves for the Tingsboro veterans, and I don't know, there's just something about, maybe it's because my grandfather served in the military or whatever, but as you're watching kids go and actually respect the graves and everything else, and even just reading the names of people that frankly they don't know and they don't particularly know, but they care about that grave because it's somebody who served, I think that's one of the coolest experiences I've ever had.
Is there a new initiative you'd like to tell the community about?
So we've got 2 things going on right now. We have a Tingsboro Middle School, it's a t-shirt sale. Does anybody have the white piece of paper? And this was designed by the students. We're not too sure what we're going to put the extra money towards just yet, but it's good to have some Tingsboro Middle School shirts as opposed to Tingsboro High, which steals all of our shirts. And then on top of that, do you want to talk about?
Sure. So the Polar Plunge is something else that we're raising money for, and all the money goes to benefit the Special Olympics. That's in March 3rd.
March 3rd.
At Rivier Beach. So the kids are welcome to participate if they want to, but they're helping us at least fundraise for that.
And I'm jumping in.
And I am undecided.
All right. Thank you very much for your time.
All right, boys basketball is off to a great record. They qualified for the state tournament. They have an overall record of 12-3. They are 6-0 in the Midwatch D division, and they're on their way to probably winning their 3rd straight divisional Midwatch D title. They also took 2nd place in the Lowell Holiday Tournament this winter. Girls basketball has qualified for the state tournament. They are 11-3 on their overall record. They're also on task to win the Midwatch D division as well. They have 2 more games to beat. I think the Bromfield Littleton. They should take the Class D title. Wrestling is off to a decent start. The numbers are up from last year. They're 1-6 in the league, but they're doing well in the individual tournaments. They will be heading to Wayland High School on Saturday, February 10th for their sectional meet. Looking to see good finishes from Evan Rankin, Josh Ducharme, and Cody Beauchesne. Our co-op team, there's Tingsboro Swim and Dive. Our girls team is 9-3 on the season. Kaylin Carpenter set a new school dive record this season, so good show from her. They're also off to sectionals at Springfield College on Sunday, February 11th. The boys are off to a good start. They had a 9-3 record as well. Andrew Parker set a dive record this season, and boys finished 3rd in Midwatch on the season. So they all had a very successful season. Drake at Tingsboro Hockey is a new co-op this year. It's a true co-op where Drake at Tingsboro, they got new uniforms. They're recognized as a 2-school co-op. Their home ice is now at the Salem Ice Center, and they have their own locker room, which the kids are very excited about. They can leave their stuff in the locker room instead of bringing it back and forth to school. Their record is 3-6-3 on the season. Our Alpine Ski Co-op with Groton Dunstable, we have Amy Desjardins and Chloe Brush participating. Chloe Brush has had a couple of 4th place finishes, and we're looking to see a good finish from her in the MIA State Tournament Alpine at Brushale on March 6th. Our gymnastics co-op, we have one Tingsboro gymnast competing with Chelmsford, and that'll be Casey Dillon, and she'll be competing this Thursday at the championships. Coach Tansey is in his retirement year. He is going to be finishing up coaching wrestling this year. He started the program in 1988. He's the only wrestling coach for Tingsboro high school history. He's made a huge commitment to our staff, to this team. In 30 years of coaching, Coach Tansey's never missed a wrestling meet or dual meet, whether for family obligations or sickness or anything. He's been in presence of every single meet in 30 years. So talk about commitment, talk about the true Tiger spirit. Tansey is a Tiger pride through and through. We're going to miss you, Coach Tansey. Now let's hear from our senior swimmer, Lauren Devlin, and our senior basketball player, Paul Armstrong.
Hi, I'm Lauren Devlin. I'm a senior captain of the Tingsboro Groton Dunstable swim team. We're co-op with Groton Dunstable. We practice at the Voc, and I hope to see you guys supporting us.
Hi, I'm Paul Armstrong. I'm a senior on the varsity basketball team. Greg Koss is our coach. We got a pretty good team this year, pretty talented. We're looking to improve upon our playoff run last year. We made it to the Central Mass semis, and this year we want to make it to the finals and hopefully win.
Hi, I'm Wilson Gramer. I'm an 8th grader at the Tyngsboro Middle School, and I've created a solution that can put all of your homework in one place that's really easy to access. I call it TPS Homework Bot, and it's just a Twitter account. And you can see here that every single day it posts at around 2 o'clock with the homework summary for the day, and it gives you a little link to a PDF. And you just click on the PDF, and it will give you a summary. I've also been working on an app called Super Homework, which I'll pull up right here. This gives you an even more in-depth summary of your homework, and it can send things like notifications and give you an agenda book printout. And overall, it's really neat to use. And it's available for iOS 10.3 and up. I'm going to be releasing it to the App Store really soon for 99 cents, and I'm hoping to expand it to other schools as well.
Hi, I'm Sarah Lewenzik. I'm the Director of Student Services from Tyngsboro Public Schools.
And I'm Melissa Malus. I'm one of the school counselors at the middle school.
So the Adoptive Family Program has been in existence for over 40 years in Tyngsboro Public Schools, and it's a phenomenal event that really supports the community of Tyngsboro for the holidays. So we have looked to reach out to a number of our families that need support over the holidays, and then the community comes together as a whole along with Tyngsboro Public Schools to support the initiative. Leading up to Delivery Day, there's all kinds of events that are happening within the 3 schools, from dodgeball contests to collecting coins, bringing in canned goods, and that happens for the duration of a month and a half as we're preparing for Christmas. And we have many, many families that are also during that time adopting students and sponsoring them as well. So all of those pieces come together for the day of delivery. And on that day, we have our student volunteers come down. We have Tyngsboro Police who come and volunteer their time. And we get all of the bags ready. We have everything arranged for delivery to go right to the homes of all of the families that need support for the holidays. The Adoptive Family Program for 2017 could not be made possible without the tremendous support of our community, our staff, families, and students as a whole. Thank you to everyone who comes out in their very, very giving way to support this program.
Hi, I'm Lila. I'm in 5th grade and I'm in the Tuneful Tigers choir group, and what we've been up to lately is we just sang at an assembly for the Great Kindness Challenge. It's like a challenge where we have to complete a bunch of kindness tasks, and what we're thinking about doing is singing at assemblies, and we practice every week, every Tuesday, so that gives us a good amount of time. And also what we do is we sing on the news for holidays, every day. For the week before Christmas vacation, we sing a Christmas song or a winter song on the news, and for Martin Luther King Jr. Day, we sing a song for that too.
Hi, my name is James Robson. I'm a high school English teacher at Tyngsboro. I've been working here for 15 years. My primary approach to teaching is to give the students as much agency and choice as possible in their work. I think that students learn better when they're more invested, and they're more invested if they get say in not only what they're looking at, but also what they're working towards and how they're working towards that. So an example of this would be in my Modern Contemporary Literature class this year. I basically asked the students to choose one of the standards from the Mass DOE ELA standards, and then they chose the standard, they chose the text they were going to work with, they chose what they were going to produce to demonstrate their ability to meet or exceed the expectations for that standard. So it was completely student choice, and the results were really cool.
We are here with Mrs. Roy, the Tyngsboro High School media teacher, to discuss the brand new studio. This studio was funded by cable television funds earmarked for public, educational, and government use. Mrs. Roy, could you please enlighten our audience about the new opportunities this provides students and exactly what this new equipment is?
Well, the opportunities are endless. It's really cool because these are some of the same pieces of equipment that they might see on a college campus, even in a sports studio, a television studio. As far as opportunities for our students, we started with actually these gentlemen here restarted our bulletin board just to make it a little bit more updated. And then with our TriCaster system, which is a portable studio and basically a video editor, it's a little bit of everything in one. We're able to end up with some really cool high-end graphics, some backgrounds. So what we've done so far is create, we started with some short segments. We are THS, and the big thing is to try to incorporate a little bit of everything that the school is all about. We're a huge sports school, definitely lots of school spirit, but we're also a huge volunteer school as far as community service and things like that. We wanted to make sure we can get that information out there. If there are opportunities for students, you know, we want to highlight them, and we want to make sure they're advertised and shared with the community. And that led to the idea of our We Are THS. So we started, as you know, before it was a full class, it was more students that I had for independent study. We Are THS started off as just like a question of the week and a sports segment. Now that we have a very large class, you gentlemen are kind of branched off with a lot more of the overall school community. And I have students that are working on segments hopefully each month. We'll be putting out a good sized show and incorporating all those things that we mentioned. So we put out a very large segment for the Adopt a Family effort. Everything from the dodgeball tournament that we run actually out of this class, which is kind of cool. That's a 10-year tradition. And the police involvement. And I mean, any of those big efforts like Adopt a Family wouldn't be successful without the community as a whole. The police department, people from the town government. And speaking of which, we really, because of being able to get this equipment, we've had a lot of support from Steve Brogan from the town hall. He's been wonderful, really instrumental in anything we need, as you guys know.
Yeah,
any
Steve's
kind of
been awesome for
toys and things to add on. And coincidentally, we were able to upgrade our editing system, which was nice. We also have some great cameras that students are working with, so everything's really state-of-the-art, and now it's just getting in there and using it.
Both for Josh and I, the equipment we're using is professional now. We have what professionals use, so it really gives us ample space and opportunity to produce content of this high quality.
Mrs. Roy, looking into the future, are there any new initiatives that you're looking to create?
I think we always have to grow and expand. I felt strongly that we had to start off slow, become familiar enough with the equipment, use it properly, and emphasize just some really basic skills and how to do them well. You guys have definitely tackled those. But I also think that media is always changing. Yeah, I mean, the typical network TV is being taken over between YouTube and internet channels and social media, exactly, in general. So I'd really like to kind of move this out into different angles. So as a result, we're actually, our new We Are THS, we're going to do somewhat of a teaser as well that we'll record. We'll be able to share that with the school rather than trying to share a 30-minute program potentially, but then let people know, all right, how do I see the rest of this? How do I see it in its entirety? I also spoke to Mr. Ogden earlier today about maybe even using that teaser on Twitter and different venues so that we have the full product, but we are kind of exploring all our different mediums, I guess, if that makes sense. I also would like to, last summer was kind of a blur by the time we get all the equipment in, and we looked into doing a club at the beginning of the year, and as you guys know, beginning of the year is crazy. You know, everybody's into sports and multiple things, and so I would actually like to try to do some kind of, just a small group perhaps this summer, to be able to get in, get hands-on, not have the time limits, and to really become familiar so that we can have the future young men like you, young women, that are going to kind of keep moving this forward.
Definitely. Awesome. Exciting stuff to come.
Yeah.
Now let's talk to some students in the video production class and let's see how they like their experiences. I'm with Justin Huberty, a freshman in the video production class. Justin, how have the skills you've learned in this class translated into other classes you take?
Well, in this class I learned how to edit videos, and I've really used it in other classes to edit like biology projects, and I've gotten really good grades from it.
Awesome. Maya Puma is also a freshman in the video production class. Maya, what is the structure and organization of the class like?
We are divided into teams and we make different videos and projects, and everyone gets to experience how to make everything.
And from what I'm told, it's you divide into teams and then everyone makes a segment and the class together produces one final video, correct?
Yes.
I'm with Luke Wolf, a senior in the video production class. Luke, what's your favorite part of making videos?
Well, I like the editing. I like enjoying it because it's pretty cool. All the things we do, like the effects, everything, it's pretty cool. Yeah, so basically we're like editing videos from start to finish. It's just, you know, it's a really good process. All the transitioning, the effects, the music, everything, the sounds. It's all like really cool how we do it. Awesome. It's a lot of fun. Well, thank you for having me.
I'm Derek Piper, Director of Technology. This was an exciting year. Starting out, we have a whole new wireless infrastructure at all 3 schools. We have 520 new Chromebooks that we implemented throughout the district. We have a new digital learning specialist, Tom Varnum, who is going to all 3 schools and helping teachers and students integrate the new technology. In order to expand our capabilities, we're currently looking at a Bring Your Own Device program to allow students in grades 6 through 12 to bring their own devices to school for use in the classrooms.
Hi, I'm Skylar Grossman. I'm the Tyngsboro Middle School Drama Director and teacher here. Here at Tyngsboro, we take pride in our drama program, both here at the middle school and the high school, where in combination we run and produce anywhere between 5 to 6 full-length productions. Coming up down the pipe is, no pun intended, Urinetown the Musical, which will be produced by Tyngsboro Middle School, and that will premiere February 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Shortly thereafter, Tyngsboro High School will present their festival production for the METG Drama Festival, The Diviners, and that will happen in the first weekend of March. In addition to that, Tyngsboro Middle School will also take a shot at their drama festival with the upcoming production of Sideways Stories from Wayside School. And closing out our season this year, we will end with the Tyngsboro High School main stage production of Mel Brooks's Young Frankenstein. So we have a jam-packed theater season. We always appreciate the support of our town and everyone who lives in the town here and outside of the town, and we hope to see you in the audience.
Hi, I'm Shannon McGaffigan, and I am currently part of the show Urinetown. So you had to audition to get in, but you had to audition, but everyone got in. And it was really Mr. Grossman and Mr. Rosinski, the music director, and some high schoolers really tried to make you as comfortable as possible during the audition process and the callback process. And overall, it wasn't like all that stressful. And so now we're in rehearsals and the show's coming up soon, and we pretty much rehearse from, it started off from like 2 to 4 and now they're getting later, but it's still really fun, and I enjoy staying after school and doing the show.
Today we are in the Student Services office to learn a little bit about the college application process.
Hi, my name is Kate Trainer. I'm the Director of School Counseling here at Tyngsboro High School. The counselors here work with students in regards to the college application process starting as early as freshman year. We work with freshmen in regards to what to expect in high school and how to make the most of their academic career here. Sophomore year we start working with students in regards to their college plans, and then going up to junior and senior we start working on the college application process. Senior year, we work more individually with students in regards to helping them fill out their college applications, applying for scholarships, as well as giving them any assistance in the financial aid process that we can. Now let's hear from some of our seniors that we work with to see what they thought of the college application process.
The college application process can be time-consuming.
The college application process is overwhelming.
The college application process can be stressful.
The college application process has been complex.
The college application process has been educational.
The Student Services Department helped me by giving me a checklist of all the things I needed to accomplish.
The help I received by Student Services was awesome.
I received help from Student Services as they walked me through the Common Application process.
Student Services has helped me by researching scholarship opportunities and financial aid.
Student Services has helped me with letters of recommendation.
Next fall, I intend on majoring in biology.
My intended major next fall is to be business management.
Next fall, I'm considering to pursue biomedical engineering as my major.
Next fall, I intend to major in business.
I intend to major in creative writing in the fall.
Here at Tyngsboro High School, we are extremely proud to be celebrating our 50th graduating class this year. The school originally opened in 1969 with Mr. Erman Pierce as the principal, and I'm excited to continue this amazing tradition that Tyngsboro has in celebrating our 50th year.
Let's travel to TES to meet Mrs. Carlson and her class and check out how they use flexible seating.
So flexible seating is all about choice. The goal is for our classroom to look like a Starbucks and feel like our home away from home. The children are encouraged to test drive every choice in our classroom. Currently I have 22 students and we have about 38 writing choices and almost double reading choices. I get feedback from them and they learn what works best for themselves, and I've learned what works best for our community. Flexible seating. Why? It gives children choice, it betters their physical health, it increases their comfort, it develops a stronger community, it instills collaboration, it promotes commitment to learning, and it betters their communication. Combined with our rigorous instruction, I've found that it increases motivation, increases engagement, improves behaviors, and physical benefits.
Hey class!
Hey, yes!
Could you start us off and explain some things we should know about your flexible seating room?
That we have to sit where we'll learn best, not so we can be with our friends. It's not like a bus, like some buses have assigned seats. It's like you gotta sit where you learn best and not with friends that you chat with.
How do you decide where you're going to sit?
You decide where you sit from who you're gonna sit with and what is most comfortable for you.
How do we come in every morning?
Quietly.
Hey class!
Hey, yes!
How does this flexible seating help you learn?
Flexible seating helps you learn by picking a good spot and make sure that you're comfortable and have a good spot that you can learn in.
Thank you, class.
Thank you, yes!
Eyes on me, class.
Eyes on you, yes!
What special activities have you done this year?
Had our Carlson Cafe with our book tasting, and we got to taste all different kinds of book genres. And we got actual food, and we did some karaoke after. And one other thing that we did, we had burger making for our paragraph. It was really fun, so we made dessert burgers.
Are you ready for recess, class?
We are ready for recess, yes!
Let's go! Alright, that was perfect.
Yay!
To hear more on this flexible seating, here's Mrs. Carlson. What caused you to implement this flexible seating this year?
So this year with flexible seating, I had found on Instagram many teachers in our country who were already doing it, and it made sense to me. We already do many pieces of flexible seating in our school anyhow, with small groups and with kids moving around the room and coming to the rug and back to their seats. But I just decided to take it a little further. I had been doing whole brain teaching, and our school has a mindful room, and we've been really focused on social emotional learning. So with whole brain teaching, social emotional learning, and flexible seating, it just happened to be the perfect storm.
Yeah, it seems so.
I love being here.
Yeah. Mrs. Carlson, how do you feel flexible seating is going?
I can't say enough about flexible seating. At times it felt undaunting, but with much practice and think out loud and modeling at the beginning of the year, this is something where I really hope I never need to go back to traditional seats. The kids, they have just owned it, and I feel like I'm a facilitator, and while we have rigorous curriculum and there's much to teach, I feel as though they produce so much more. Behaviors are amazing through the flexible seating. I have more ideas for next year, and it's not going back to the traditional way.
Josh and I have spent one day in here. You just get a different vibe. The kids are a community. That's it.
Yeah, we really love it. It's their home away from home. We spend, and as an adult, spending so much time away from my own home. I love that this feels like an extension of me as well.
You want it to be comfy.
I mean, the kids really take ownership of it, and they're proud.
Yeah.
They're proud of our classroom.
Yeah.
So, I love it.
How do you feel flexible seating will fit into the future of education?
I feel like this is the way education is moving. We have been slowly moving in this direction for a while. Even colleges, you know, they have big auditoriums that are suited for all learners. And so I feel like this is just something that will be coming along. It's not about spending $100 on a bunch of balls, though. It's really a mindset, and it doesn't have to cost a lot of money to implement a variety of different choices so that the kids can learn best. So I feel like it makes sense.
Here to stay.
Yes, we've done how many years of traditional seats, and kids can't sit still for 8 hours a day. Not that our teachers expect that, but this allows them to choose on their own, and when they make a choice on their own, they feel more ownership toward it.
It also gives them more freedom as well.
Very much so. Yeah.
Well, we've loved our stay here. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you.